Okay, good morning all, and we will start for the today's lecture point number 1.3, that is the concept of the multimedia. What is meant by the multimedia, its types and use of the multimedia. In today's lecture we will cover the 1.3, 1.4, 1.5 and the 1.6 from your chapter number 1. Okay, we will go one by one. Okay, your in your syllabus. Okay, the point number 1.3 is what is meant by the multimedia. Okay, in the PDF, in the notes, that is the multimedia is a simply multiple forms of the media integrated together. Okay, multiple forms of the media. Okay, then what is the different media is there? The question may arise that which are the different types of the media. So we can consider the text, graphics, audio, animation, video, graphic object. So these are the different types of the media, and when we will combine it again, when we are going to integrate it together and we are going to represent something, then that becomes a multimedia. Okay, so this is nothing but the simple definition for the multimedia. When there is a multiple forms of the media integrated together, it becomes a multimedia. Okay, then what is the example for the multimedia? Then example, we can simply say it a web page with an animation. We can build the animation. We have seen that how we are going to make the animation in the Flash or the Pencil 2D. So this thing we can make it and we can put it into the web pages. We can put it into the different videos. Okay, so this is nothing but the multimedia. So why we are going to use the multimedia? So what is the, if we are not using the multimedia, then what it makes? Okay, that we have to also seen. Okay, the multimedia can also stand for the interactive types of the media such as video games, CD-ROMs that each that teach a foreign language or an information kiosk at the subway terminal. Okay, what is meant by the kiosk? In on the railway station, you have seen that there are the, for booking the ticket, there is a one interactive TV is there. Okay, that you can give input to that one as a, from where to where you need to do the journey. Simply we need to give input to that one and it will put the ticket and take the money from the your credit card or the debit card. So that is nothing but the kiosk, which gives the information about the any kind of a place, or it can book a ticket. Okay, simply it is a one of the terminal. Okay, which gives the idea and which is the interactive. What is meant by the interactive? When there is a interaction of that terminal and user is going to be happen, then it becomes a interactive. Okay, in other terms sometimes used for multimedia include the hypermedia and the rich media. Okay, what is meant by the hypermedia and rich media is nothing but you are doing the many of the web pages, and there is a database interaction is also there. So that is nothing but your rich media and the hypermedia. So this is the formal definition for the multimedia. When we are going to integrate the different forms of the media, then it becomes a multimedia. And which are the different forms of the media is nothing but the text, simple text that we are typing into the MS Word or any kind of a editor. Then we are making the any kind of a graphics, any kind of a images. Then we are going to record the audio. We are making the animation. We are doing the videos. We are using the different kind of a graphic objects. So these are the different kinds of the medias. And when we are going to integrate it together, it becomes a multimedia. Okay, then the types of the multimedia. The first one as a text. The form in which text can be stored can vary greatly, the ASCII based characters. So simply those the thing we are typing it into the different files, spreadsheet, databases. So that is nothing but the text. The graphics is nothing but the different kind of images that we have seen. The images can be a vector one, and the bitmap also. That is, the bitmap is nothing but the GIF, JPG, BMP images there. And we know that there is a difference between the bitmap and with the vector images. Okay, the vector images also having the directions. Okay, whereas it is the bitmap images are stored into the pixel format. Then the audio can be available in the mp3 mp4 format. We can create the animation. Okay, it involves the appearance of the motion caused by the displaying still images one after another. So we can simply say there is a keyframe. So we know that how we are going to put it the keyframe, and from frame number 1 to frame number 20 we are going to move that all the frames, so that becomes a animation. Then the video that we are going to create it, the video is nothing but the creating the how we are going to create the video. Simply we can combine the all the frames and we are moving it for the per second, then it becomes a video. Then what is the graphic object? The object that present into the 2D and 3D. And the 2D means what we are having the two dimensions for it, x and y direction. And what is meant by the 3D? The 3D is nothing but the having the three dimension as a x y z. How to create the 2D and 3D objects, we will see it. Okay, but now as a type of multimedia you just understand that one. So which are the different types of the multimedia is nothing but the text, graphics, audio, animation, video, and graphic objects, just like a 2D and 3D. And what is the definition for the multimedia is nothing but the when these all the medias are integrated together, it becomes a multimedia. Okay, then where to use the multimedia? Mm, okay, the multimedia can be used into the industry, then education, then advertising purpose. Okay, here the different things are mentioned. Okay, where we are going to use the multimedia. The first one as a industry and education. How yeah, we are using it in the education or the industry. For the industry, we can make the different advertisement based on the multimedia uh, applications. And for the education, we can simply we are using how we are using it by making the videos. We can put it into the YouTube, we can rewatch it, we can see it again. We are making the different kind of things there. So in the education also we are using the multimedia. Then for the television advertisement in the magazines, we are taking the different images, we can put it into the magazines, to web pages, movies. Okay, in the web pages we are making the interactive. So these all the images, this is the basically it is image, and I have converted into the PDF format to show you. So these are the basic. Yes.
So can you please increase the size of font?
Yes, yes, yes. Now you can see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, uh, this is about the, okay, we are discussing it about where the multimedia is going to be used. Okay, so in industry, in education purpose, in the advertisement, in the movies, in the web pages, and all other things, in all the scenario we can use the multimedia for the better presentation. So this is the use of the multimedia. Okay, in this slide or in this presentation what we have seen, we have seen the definition for the multimedia. Here they have given the definition for the multimedia. Then these are the types of the media we have seen, and where we are going to use the multimedia, that we have seen into this para. And these are the simply types of the multimedia. Okay, then we'll go to the next point. Okay, we'll go to the next point as basics of the graphics. Okay, we will first of all complete the multimedia authoring, and then we will go for the different shapes that are the basics for the multimedia. So what is by the multimedia authoring? I hope you can see this all the text written into the presentation. Multimedia authoring is a process of assembling different types of the media contents like a text, audio, animation, video in a single stream of information with the help of various software tools available in the market. Okay, we are in the definition of the multimedia, we have seen we need to combine all the things together, but how we are going to combine it and how we are going to do it? Okay, without using any kind of a software or any kind of a application, we are not going to do it. So what is meant by the multimedia authoring is nothing but the process of assembling all the different types of the media is nothing but the multimedia authoring. Okay, hopefully you have understood the definition for the multimedia authoring. Multimedia authoring is the process of assembling different types of the media. Okay, and for that there are the different tools are used. Those are called as the multimedia authoring tools. Okay, give an integrated environment for joining together the different elements of an multimedia production. It gives the framework for the organizing and editing components of the multimedia project. Okay, what it gives? Okay, just like when we are going to create the animation, it we can create it, we can edit it, we can delete it again, we can extend it again up to the some thing. So that is nothing but the multimedia authoring. Okay, so the definition for the multimedia authoring is that the process of assembling different types of the media, okay, by using the any kind of a software. That software is called as a multimedia authoring tool. Okay, so which type of the features are provided by the this type of the authoring tools? The first one is a editing feature. We can create any kind of a video, then again we can edit that video simply, just like I am recording this lecture as a video. Suppose I want to edit that video with my frames, and I want to put there are the some annotation is there, then the editing facility or the editing features should be provided by that authoring tools, and that is provided by that softwares. Then organizing features. Okay, what is mean by the organizing features? Suppose I want to put the different layers. Okay, just like in the Flash where we are putting the different layers, so that is nothing but the organizing features. Or we can take the example of the Dreamweaver. Okay, the Dreamweaver software is using for the making the web pages. Okay, so in that we can put the text, we can put the images, we can put the video. So these organizing features are given by the Dreamweaver video. So that is the another feature provided by the authoring tools. Then next one, visual programming with icons or the objects. Okay, what is mean by that? It is the simplest and easiest authoring process. For example, if you want to play a sound, then just click on the icon. Okay, visual programming with the icons means, suppose I want to play the video, simply I can click on that play button. Okay, so such kind of a features should be provided by the authoring tools. Programming with a scripting language. Okay, suppose there are the some facility up to that point, the any already available software in the market can do the your job, but at the some time there is a some kind of a dynamic programming you need to include in that media. Okay, what is meant by the dynamic programming? Suppose you want to interact with the database, then you should use the some kind of a scripting language. Okay, just like a PHP or the JavaScript, you need to use it. Okay, so such kind of features should be provided by that authoring tool, that is nothing but the programming with the scripting language. Then document development tools. Suppose you want to develop some kind of a document, and then the interactive features means user should be interact with the that tool or the that making video or audio. So that is nothing but the interactive features should be included and the provided by the authoring tools. Then simple branching, conditional branching, playback feature, supporting of the laser disk sources, supporting video for the Windows or any kind of a different operating system should be there. Hypertext text means you should provide the link. In the chapter number 3 we can see how these kind of things are done into by using the hypertext. Then cross platform capability means you are doing the video on the Windows platform, and that video you have copied it and you are going to run it on the different platform like a Linux operating system. Then that should be compatible, that should be run. Okay, means you have created the file in the again another example you can take. When you are going to create your animation in the Flash and you are going to run it on the Linux platform, that should be run. So that is nothing but the cross platform capability. Then runtime player for the distribution. Then what is mean by that one? The runtime software is often included in the authoring software. Means suppose you want to play the video, that should be play with the default player. So that is nothing but the runtime player for the distribution. And then the internet playability means by using the internet also it should be work. So this is nothing but the authoring tools. So there are the classification is also given for the authoring tools. That is nothing but the card or page based authoring tools. Means you have the different kind stack of card or the pages, and in that you can do the some editing or some kind of a new pages you can create it, and you can bunch it again together. So that is nothing but the card or page based authoring tools. Then each are having its advantages and disadvantages, whereas the another one as a icon based or event driven authoring tools. What is meant by the event driven? The event driven is nothing but the when I click on the play sound, the play sound is going to be play. Okay, that is nothing but the event. When something event is happen, then that code is going to be run. So that is nothing but the event driven authoring tools or the icon based authoring tools. So today we are having the different kinds of these, all the tools are combined together. So not just page based or the event based tools are available, but there are the today's modern tools are available, and which consist the all the kinds of the this capability. So that is nothing but the multimedia authoring. So we have covered now the concept of the multimedia types and use of the multimedia, and again we have covered the multimedia authoring. Okay, so now we will see the basic of the graphics, then basic shapes, line, circle, rectangle. So these are the very basic shapes that we can put it into your image and we can make the image. So hardware and software requirement is for the today's any kind of a laptop or desktop, it is a very easy one to support this kind of a things. Then basics of the graphics, which are the basic shapes are there, we'll see it. Okay, here the basic shapes they have given. Okay, which are the different types of the shapes? That is the first of all geometric shapes are there, then organic shapes are there, and the abstract shapes are there. Okay, what is meant by the geographic shapes? The geographic shapes are simple square, rectangles, circle, triangles, diamonds. So these are the geographical shapes. Okay, then what is meant by the organic shapes? The organic shapes are nothing but the just as a natural thing. Just suppose I want to create some apple on the my desktop, so I can select the apple and I can draw it. So that is nothing but the organic shapes, means the natural shapes. Suppose I want to create the human body, then I can select the human and then I can put it into uh, my sheet. So that is nothing but the organic shapes. And what is mean by the abstract shapes? So abstract shapes are the not real one, means by using the this is nothing but the logo design. We can say it is the abstract shape, means we are doing the something new here, so that is nothing but the abstract shapes. So these are the types of the shapes, basic shapes in the graphic design. And how we can do any kind of a software like a paint, we can see, we can open it. There are the different shapes they have provided. This is the, we can say it is a circle or the ellipse, then this is the rectangle, then this is the triangle. So this kind of shapes we can draw it into the any kind of a software that is provided for the drawing purpose. So we can select the any kind of a size here, we can put the color that we want, we can select here also different kinds of the shape. Okay, and then we can rotate it. Okay, by using the rotate button we can rotate it. So this is nothing but the event driven. Means suppose I want to flip it by 180, then this is nothing but the, unless and until I am pressing the rotate 180, it is not going to be rotate. When I click on the rotate, it is going to be rotate. So that is nothing but the event based or the icon based. Okay, and when there are the number of sheets are given, then that is nothing but the sheet based or the page based authoring tools. So we can take the example also for that one. Okay, so these are the basic shapes with the basics of the graphics. First of all, we have seen the geometric shape, then abstract shapes, and the natural shapes. So that are present into your any kind of a software here. So different kinds of the shapes are available. You can search it here and you can put it into your diagram to make your image. Then next one, the remaining point for the today's lecture is the analog and the digital representation of the media. So we will go to that point now, analog and digital. Okay, we know that the analog signal is a continuous signal in the your data communication. I know that you have focused more on the analog and digital communication is there. Okay, just in this lecture, I will review it for the 2 or 3 slides for your analog and digital communication. So the analog is nothing but the continuous signal. So any kind of a FM signal, frequency modeling signal, which is in the continuous in nature, we can say it is an analog signal. And what is meant by the digital signal? So it is nothing but the discrete signal, means that we are going to present it into 1001 format. So that is nothing but the digital signal. And nowadays everything present on your computer is nothing but your digital. Okay, you are recording of the audio videos, and we are going to save it on your disk, so that in terms of the digital signal only. Okay, and when we are going to convert your analog signal to digital signal, these two techniques are going to be used, sampling and the quantization. So there is a pulse code modulation, we are going to use it for the analog to digital transmission, and we are going to convert your analog signal to digital signal. So this is about the analog and digital representation of your media. uh, so for today's lecture, we have completed these all the things. If you have any kind of a doubt, then you can ask me.